Have you ever wondered why our planet isn't powered fully by clean energy? The answer lies in our historical dependency on non-renewable energy sources like coal, oil, and natural gas. These sources have shaped the world as we know it, everything from homes to industries. But they are finite and will eventually run out. Their constant consumption has led to another significant issue. As we burn these fossil fuels, we're releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This has resulted in an accelerated rate of global warming, a problem that is only growing more urgent with each passing day. The need for a transition to renewable energy sources is clear, but it's a complex task that requires significant shifts in infrastructure, policy, and mindset. The question is, are we willing to make these changes before it's too late? With every ton of coal burned, we release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, accelerating global warming and exacerbating environmental problems. On the other hand, we have renewable sources of energy such as wind, solar, and hydroelectric. These energy sources are plentiful and, as the name implies, constantly replenished. Not going to deplete, the sun will keep illuminating our planet, the wind will persistently sweep across our lands, and rivers will perpetually, their supply, unlike fossil fuels, will never cease. Not only are these sources plentiful, but they are also cleaner. Solar panels and wind turbines, for instance, are devoid of the harmful emissions associated with burning fossil fuels. They don't discharge the greenhouse gases that actively contribute to global warming. They don't exacerbate air pollution. They are free from causing catastrophic oil spills or ravaging landscapes through destructive mining operations. As such, they offer a truly sustainable and environmentally friendly alternative to traditional energy sources. The benefits they provide are immense. So, with all these undeniable advantages, why aren't we using more renewable energy? Transitioning to renewable energy is not as straightforward as it seems. Primarily, renewable energy sources are intermittent, meaning they aren't consistently available. The sun doesn't always shine, and the wind doesn't always blow. As a result, we require advanced methods to store this energy for utilization when the primary sources are not present. Essentially, this poses a unique challenge in the practical implementation of renewables. There is also the significant issue of cost. While it's true that the price of generating renewable energy has been experiencing a consistent drop, the initial outlay for establishing the required infrastructure like solar panels and wind turbines remains elevated. This high initial investment becomes a considerable barrier to entry for many, potentially slowing the shift toward renewable energy. Furthermore, geographical disparities play a major role. Not all regions are equally viable for all types of renewable energy generation. Some areas lack sufficient sunlight for solar power or possess unsuitable geography for wind or hydroelectric power. Some places don't get enough sunlight for solar power to be effective. Others don't have the right geography for wind or hydroelectric power. Despite the challenges we face, transitioning to renewable energy is not only a feasible objective, but a crucial necessity for our future. The hurdles along this journey are not small. They include everything from the technical constraints of integrating renewable resources into our existing power grids to the economic challenges of making these sources cost-competitive with fossil fuels. To overcome these barriers, we must invest significantly in scientific research and technological development. Harnessing wind, solar, and other renewable resources on a broad scale requires breakthroughs in energy storage, grid infrastructure, and resource management. On this, we need to establish sound policies, ones that encourage the use of renewables and discourage the consumption of fossil fuels. These policies could take the form of green energy, carbon pricing, or heavy penalties for polluting industries. Our decisions today will shape the future we hand over to our children and their children. Will we bequeath them a world powered by clean, renewable energy, or a planet scarred by the environmental devastation caused by reliance on fossil fuels? The choice indeed is ours to make. So what can you do to support clean energy initiatives? The key is starting at a personal level. Making the decision to switch your home's power source to a cleaner, eco-friendly provider, or even deciding to equip your residence with solar panels, can make a significant difference. It's also crucial to take into account your consumer. Always opt for businesses that are committed to maintaining sustainable practices. Besides these practical steps, never underestimate the influence of your voice. Speak out, promote, and fight for clean energy principles and policies. Every single one of us can make a difference. Each decision we make to adopt renewable energy is a stride towards a future that respects and nurtures our environment. Let us all collectively make this crucial switch for the sake of our planet and for the generations ahead. After all, the power to change the world is in our hands.